I'm so sorry that we haven't been on I Am Very Smart in a while. I know that you come to this channel mostly for educational content, and part of that is learning from the smartest people on the internet. So please forgive me, but let's jump into it with smart people. Number 19. Okay. You bunch of self-pitying fools. If you can't even muster the mastery and command over basic grammatical sentences, I do fear for your capacity to get a job in the future. Frankly, it's downright laughable how you can accuse us of dragging the standard of school down when all the top percentiles are occupied by us, while you sullen ignoramuses are wallowing at the bottom margins of the ranking. I'm sorry, but without context, this sounds way too much like a copy pasta, and if it isn't a copy pasta, can it please be a copy pasta because I need it to be, because it's way too good. Learn from this person. You do not need to be able to relate to other people, and you can be a wholly unpleasant person to be around as long as you have a lot of facts stored up here in your brain and you're good at school tests. Then obviously you're going to do the best in life and you're going to be the most successful ever, because it doesn't matter how you act with other humans. All you need is you in life and nobody else to like you, and you will go far. Please also make this a copy pasta though. Number 18, you need a very high IQ to understand the plot of Danganronpa. Dang, I don't know what this is. Fun fact, the creator of Danganronpa said that Cube was one of the inspirations alongside Saw, but the game is trash though. Your brain is just too small to understand the plot. Oh, is it a game then? Cube is actually, it's a server, it's a Minecraft server where people play survival. I've been on it, I've live streamed and done some stuff over on Captain Sparkles 2. Feel free to watch Captain Sparkles 2 if you like video games on top of the main channel, Captain Sparkles. This is probably gonna upset some people that someone is calling the game trash, because I'm sure there are people here who know what this is and have played it and enjoy it, but I have no idea what's going on. Obviously, if you just like a game that somebody else likes, it means your brain is just like too small to handle. A very complex storyline. The English language is falling apart, and now all we do is grunt. Wow, extemporized. One of the things I miss most about university life is being able to speak English at a higher level without being derided and actually being understood. When you get into the general population, great descriptive words are replaced with the lowest common denominator words, in this case perhaps jury-rigged or just some kind of a grunt. Thanks for single-handedly keeping the great English language alive, History Guy, by not being afraid to use it. I need more context to these, because this doesn't sound like a copy pasta, but I really need to know where this came from. I'm not familiar with the whole grunting language. I think we grunted a while back. That was back in like the caveman times and stuff. I haven't had any grunting conversations with anybody recently, but if that's your experience, it'd actually be kind of nice sometimes to just do some like Minecraft testificate conversations with people when you're lazy. I'd be down with that personally. I am superior to you because you had to read while I read for fun. I'm reading a book with over 1,330 pages. Oh God, my nightmare. Is this like the Iliad and the Odyssey or something? I read several books over 3,000 pages in uni. Well, yeah, because you had to, lol. I read some huge ass books in college too, but I'm reading this 1,350 page book now just because I want to. There seems to be a discrepancy in the length of the book here. It's just gained 20 extra pages out of nowhere. There's so many mixed messages. I really don't know what to think about here, because on one hand, the upside down smiley face is generally meant to convey displeasure at something. So what you're saying is you're reading a really long book and you're not happy about it. So someone interprets that and says, yeah, I had to read a whole bunch of really long books when I was in university. It was kind of a bummer. And this person's like, actually, I'm reading it for fun. It's like, well, why'd you do the upside down smiley face? Do you not understand the upside down smiley face? There are people who don't understand the upside down smiley face. I've seen it a few times where they use it when they're actually happy. And I'm like, do you not understand? The upside down smiley face means you're not happy about it, okay? If you want to convey happiness, just do a regular smiley face. The upside down one doesn't exist just as a variation of the... You read your friggin' book on how to use emojis, okay? I hope that's what your 1,330 or 50 page book is. Yeah. Too smart for superhero movies. Superhero movies are garbage. Only low IQ people gush about them. Yeah, I mean, of course. You should be watching more character development, stories, dramas, things where there's not a lot of action, where it's more about the story of, my God, I just got a terrible bug bite on my foot. Holy crap, it has just exploded in the last 10 minutes. What is happening right now? Anyway, if you enjoy superhero movies, then And it's obviously because the only thing that can entertain you is action and blow-ups and things like that. And you don't actually care about really in-depth dialogue, okay? So I should learn from this person because I enjoy superhero movies, and it means that I have growth to do as a person, just as this spider or mosquito or whatever bug bite is growing on me. I'm going to be itching this for the rest of the video, just so you are aware. This is awful. Seems you know a lot of history. Gentlemen, would you please stop at your sexist remark? I speak 9 languages, loser. I can't be expected to know every nuance about every language, especially the gutter language known as English. I'll bet you barely speak 1 language. The gutter language known as English. Wow. Okay. I mean, I get it. I don't really take pride in the fact that the only language I speak is English. But if you're only going to speak 1 language, English is a useful one to coincidentally have learned firsthand based upon where I was born. I'm not complaining about it. I do feel self-conscious about the fact that if I have to go to another country where the primary language isn't English, they have to adapt to me rather than me adapting to them. But to call English a gutter language, I think, is a bit of a stretch because it's pretty useful. I'm sorry. Wait, sorry. We're supposed to be learning from the high IQ people here, not critiquing them. I'm sorry. I need to know my place. Ah, yes, that explains why it's his middle name. The most common skill of the smartest people in the world is nuance. Is nuance a skill? It's not a skill. I'm really good at nuance. I'm really good at observing nuances. I'm good at being observant. I don't believe that's a thing. But I'm also second guessing myself, but I don't believe that's a thing. I mean, it is literally, my middle name is Nuance. I suppose that's true. You know, you can be very good at being Nuance if it is actually your name. So I didn't think about that. I'd like to think I'm pretty good at being Jordan. It's also possibly not the case for those people out there who think I'm not good at being me. So that's fair play to you. But you know, this person, if they're good at being Nuance. So he had to break the love in the air. I took 9 months to form your heart. Do not let anyone break it in 15 seconds. Mom. Actually, it's around 4 to 12 weeks. Human heart is formed right after the zygote had extensive parts. Please review your science notes before drama posting. I think this is just a funny exchange between parent and child, right? I mean, I wouldn't read too far into this. This is just a kid short posting his or her parent or something like that, you know? This is like I'd probably troll my mom with something like this. Be like, actually, no. There's a lot. It didn't take that long to form my heart, so you shouldn't be as worried about it getting broken, right? Because you know, didn't take the full 9 months. You didn't invest nearly as much time as you thought. So it's cool if it gets broken because of that. Yoko Ono flexing with a few of the most popular authors out there. Dostoevsky, Gogol, Sayuki, Sengokushi, Kafka, Camus, Thomas Mann. I could go on like this. They are all important authors, and I remember them all. Oh my god, I feel like this could be such a good meme format. If this was tweeted by the right person, it would have such meme format potential. It would be amazing. Like you could take the Fallen Avengers. I'm not gonna give out any spoilers and stuff like that. I could go on like this. They're all important Avengers, and I remember them all. What's the point of this tweet even? It doesn't make any sense. I don't have an IQ of 136 for nothing. How was your day? It was good, just watching some Netflix. Nice, what are you watching? The Office, my favorite show. My dad is the epitome of Michael Scott. How dare you say ugh to The Office, okay? What else would someone be watching on Netflix, honestly? There's a 50-50 chance if you ask someone what they're watching on Netflix, it's either gonna be The Office or any of the other shows that could be on Netflix. 50% Office, 50% one of the other shows. What, question mark? That show is so stupid. You don't learn anything from television like that. Clearly, you are not engaged with the proper television that I watch. The Office has nothing but unintelligent humor. I don't have an IQ of 136 for nothing. Try Whoa, things that were like not required. This person, you could have said that you were watching, I don't know, like the Cosmos series on Netflix about the universe. And this person would be like, that doesn't satisfy my 136 IQ because I already knew all that. And it's like, well, okay. Is there anything that would satisfy you, or you just wanted to flex in a really pompous, annoying way? Just trying to help. You're a smart, pretty girl, but television like that only rots your brain. My brain just got rotted reading that. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be learning from people on the... Jesus Christ. It's just a meme, bro. Hey, you going to sleep? No, I was just thinking. Isn't it weird that you can have an inner dialogue with your brain, but you are your brain? Oh, geez, where do I start? You're not having an inner dialogue with your brain. You're processing information into an archetype of speech to fit into your framework of reality and make it an object to begin with. It's like building an object from a bunch of loose Lego bricks. Random information manifests itself into defined entities of thought. And yes, I am fun at parties, just so you know. All right? I just happen to have facts in my head, too. They're pretty cool. Just so you know, I wanted to use big words, okay? I just want to get spelling practice while I was replying to your comment. Friend of mine thinks his dad being blind, legally blind, gives him secondhand Daredevil senses. Remember, guys, I grew up with a visually impaired dad, so I observe things differently than other people do. I notice more detail in things that people don't normally look at. Did you inherit Spidey senses? Sorry, Daredevil senses because your dad is visually impaired? I don't think that's how it works. I don't. If you watch Daredevil, dude, which is a documentary, you would realize that the people around Daredevil don't get secondhand superpowers just because Daredevil is blind. It's not how it works. All right. In this case, the superhero is more realistic than reality, apparently. A kid I used to go to school with always brags about his IQ. That moment when you're bored, so you forking learn the entire periodic table. Mo elements. That's what I need is Mo elements right now, dude. Also, you probably just opened that page and then took the photo and then you closed it, but you just wanted to act like you were flexing. But that's cool too. I mean, if you actually wanted to learn it, that's cool. You should be intrigued by elements and science, but you don't have to be weird about it. Believe it or not, this is not about a Rick and Morty movie. Or believe it not, this is not about... Are you telling me not to believe it, or did you mean believe it or not? I have no idea what this movie is about after watching the entire ad. That's nice. These movies are not for people like you, you know, average. Maybe you're better off at the Twilight movies. I mean, I'm mixed, because on one hand, it could just be a trailer that doesn't give away too many spoilers and too many plot points about the movie, so you actually don't really know what's happening, but at the same time, you can... I wonder if this is on The Joker. This is probably on The Joker, because it fits it perfectly. It has a ton of likes on just a comment, and 101 replies to the comment means it's a popular trailer, probably. They're gatekeeping The Joker, apparently, which... Alright, now you do you. My 24-year-old cousin's thoughts on modern music. His Facebook is littered with similar posts. Good Luck, Michael Bublé, Britney Spears, Paramore, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, 5 Seconds of Summer, One Direction, Family Force 5, Red Jumpsuit, Apparatus, Shania Twain. On your own FB wall, list 9 bands or artists you've seen live in concert and one you did not see. Here's mine. Okay, cool. That's not the I Am Very Smart post. Haven't seen a single one, but that's because there are no good popular singers today. I would love to see an opera by Verdi, Wagner, or Mozart, though. Great. Some insightful feedback. You are establishing your superiority over everybody who listens to current day music. I'm glad that you don't appreciate it. Thank you for sharing on what is supposed to be a fun post for people to be like, here's concerts I've been to, but that's fine. No moral high road from this intellectual. The average IQ during adulthood is between 95 and 105. When tested at age 5, I tallied 136. Let that sink in before you have the audacity, nay, the shameless, unadulterated gall to call into question my capacity for knowledge or understanding. Hashtag no moral high road today. I hope that on your college entry essay, you just said, I hope that you do not have the audacity, nay, the shameless, unadulterated gall to not admit me to your university because I will single-handedly raise the intellect pool of your student body by an amount that has never before been seen in the history of your institution. And you will be hearing from my lawyer if you do not admit me. Okay? Good. Thank you. And a full ride scholarship while you're at it. That will be all. Bats are birds. People are forking idiots. My neighbor's kid just tried to tell me that bats are mammals. Mammals don't fly, we walk, and are confined to the ground. No wonder my family in Sweden thinks Americans are dumb. Y'all truly need to educate your kids better. Bats are birds. They're mammals. I'm like questioning myself. this could be a joke. It's very, very possible. But I also believe that dolphins and whales are mammals. They're very much not confined to the ground. They're not. They're going to be in pretty bad shape if they get confined to the ground. You don't want that for dolphins and whales. So I recommend revisiting your confined to the ground point, because it doesn't apply to a few of those mammals that exist out there. But you know, that's not the definition of a mammal. Isn't walks on the ground. It's a lot. There's different criteria for that, and I'm also probably going to give a wrong one. But doesn't it have to do with, you know, live birth, not laying eggs, that whole thing? I might not be completely on point with that one, but it's a good thing I don't teach university biology. I just learn from people here on subreddits that are smarter than me, because they're very smart. Zoophile plus Twitter equals content, the top for the last month. My average IQ after taking IQ tests from accredited psychologists is 134.5. Only 2% of the human population score that high. I'm very close to genius level IQ. You calling me stupid is like someone calling Albert Einstein stupid, which makes one of us look stupid. Hint, not me. It's so what you're saying, like, instead of just saying I am as smart as Albert Einstein, you made it like indirect analogy, but you basically just said you're as smart as Einstein, which, all right. I mean, that's pretty tall order to live up to. I hope you save the world or come up with something that's very has a lasting impact for the rest of human history on science and, you know, nuclear fusion and fission and stuff like that. But it's cool. Yep. That's it for I Am Very Smart. I hope you have been enlightened by the intelligence that has been presented to you here today. Make sure to like if you liked, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and check the playlist in the description if you want to get smarter from watching other educational videos. I'll see you next time.